What's up, you guys? This is Steven, and I have a quick question for you. Why do we use pejoratives and slurs? Like, why are those words even in our vocabulary? And I guess the reason that I really asked this question is because I saw a story on TMC yesterday, and it was about this football player who was Caucasian, and he got into an argument at a bar, and the and he started using like a racial slur against people of African descent. And I'm thinking, he's on a football team. I forgot which team. And the team is like majority, people of African descent. Like the majority of his teammates are people of African descent. So I'm thinking, why are you using this word when your teammates are like from the group that this racial pejorative targets? You know what I'm saying? And then that got me thinking just in general, like, why do we really use these like not even just pejoratives and slurs in general? Like, why do we use these words? Like, some people may like refer to people who are from like Mexico and other parts of Central America, or even just Latin Americans in general, as um, well, I don't think I should say it, but you know what I'm saying. They refer to them as like a negative, like pejorative or slur, as well as like people who are homosexuals. Like, why do we seem to use these words to describe people? I guess for some people, I guess they come from a place where those words were kind of thrown around, so it's kind of like, okay, this is a part of my vocabulary. But to me, that doesn't really make it right. And I'm not gonna act like I'm like totally innocent, because I'm pretty sure I probably have said something or used some words that were not politically correct. I can't think of anything off that. But, I'm not going to act like I've never had any, like I, am just, I'm totally innocent and I've never seen a difference or, made a difference between myself and another group. But, you know, I don't think that I would use words to. I wouldn't use a racial pejorative or slur. Like, I wouldn't use a pejorative or a slur to describe someone. Like, some people say, "Oh, yeah, that you know F word that rhymes with maggots." When they're just referring to a gay person, and it's not even like in a negative context. It's not even in a negative context. It's just like, oh, that one, if you get what I'm saying. Or like if they're referring to someone of African descent, they're like, oh, that N word. And I'm like, why do we really use these words to describe each other? Like, you know, it's just, it's weird. I guess these are just the cards that we were dealt with in society. I guess for some people it seems kind of cool not to be politically correct. So like if they use like, oh, um, that African American young man versus that N word, it might not, like, it seems cooler if you use the N, like if you use N word or versus that young African American man, and it goes with like a whole bunch of different slurs and pejoratives. Like a lot of people refer to women as like bitches or hoes, and like, yeah, it's just cool. Like, why do we use these negative words to kind of like describe people? And I mean, when I say we, I mean we as like a group of human beings, like in general, like us as a race of just like a species, or like us as the human race, like everyone included, like why do we use these words? I think once we find the answer to that question, then we'll begin to sort of unravel a lot of like the issues and the problems and sort of the source of like discrimination. So that's just all I want to say. I don't want to go on for too long. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and feel free to leave comments.